Get up out of your seats and stand up and shout!
Come on. Come on, come on.
This is your SCWA weekly update. I am your host, Mark Cates, and my co-host tonight is Gavin Cates. Now, we're going to first talk about February 27th, Capital Punishment, which was Gavin's 10th birthday show. That show was put on in honor of Gavin, and he was the assistant general manager with me, and I think that night went pretty well.
Yes, it
so,
did.
First we're going to go through the card and pretty much let everybody sum up pretty much the show. We had DJ versus Kid in a street match, and DJ won that. I think you'd said that was one of your favorite matches, seeing
Yes.
DJ put Kid through a table.
And I was happy that this time you made it where it was fair. This time it was fair, and this time DJ did play by the rules, and so did Kid. And Kid said he was good. He played by the rules, and he did do good in that match. But you know, DJ still came up on top.
That's right. Then we had Johnny Roxville versus Hardbody, and Roxville, you just got to get on SCWA MindShockTV.com and join. It's free for the first 3 days and only $9.95 a month thereafter. Roxville pulled off another good one, and he did get the win on that one. Then we had our debut of the women's division. We had Amber O'Neal versus Persephone, and Amber proved that she is the new bad girl of SCWA by winning that match. Then we had the Freedom Defenders putting the titles up against Simply Perfect. Next week, Wednesday, live on SCWAWrestling.com. Please tune in to Mindshock TV. That will be the match. Simply Perfect, as of the 27th, has been indefinitely suspended. Mindshock TV, next Wednesday, episode 31. You'll see why. Freedom Defenders did keep the titles, though, by the way.
And that was a good match too, Daddy.
I agree.
And I am happy those Freedom Defenders come on top. Because really, I don't think that Simply Perfect really deserved it for the way they mistreated them after the match.
So, stay tuned to Mindshock TV and you can see that match. Then we had the epic four-way match for the SCWA Heavyweight title and the SCWA Southeastern title. Now, Gavin picked the stipulations of that match. There was 4 competitors. First pin was a Southeastern champion. Then it turned into an Iron Man match for 30 minutes, and whoever got the majority pins in that time frame was the new heavyweight champion. Well, Chris Severin come out with 6 total pins and is still your SCWA heavyweight champion. And we have to give a big congratulations to Robert Roma, who is now the new SCWA Southeastern champion. And if you haven't seen his promo, main page, SCWAWrestling.com, check it out.
And you know that I think Grandma did deserve that shot.
I did too. And for those that may not know, Consequences Creed was the 4th opponent. At the end of that match, Severin, for some reason, hit Creed with the heavyweight title. Pretty much knocked Creed out for about a minute or two, and then security and everything was able to help him get back, get his bearings back. But Creed, it's official, March 13th, live in Wentworth. Creed is cashing in his title shot. Iceman Chris Severin puts the heavyweight title up against Consequences Creed, live in Wentworth. Then we had the bunkhouse match, which was very brutal. It was the Dalton Boys and Raging Rebel versus ESO. I have to give a big shout out to J.W. Dalton and Mike Dalton and the Raging Rebel. You fought really hard. Earlier in the night, Phoenix Corp and ESO had some problems. I believe the Phoenix Corp really truly was coming out after ESO, not anybody else, but accidentally, from what I see, Damon Diamond hit the Raging Rebel with a chair. So
Which is supposed to be hit by one of the Outlaws, but really they just moved, and I don't think Robbie deserved that hit at all either.
Right, and what Gavin's basically saying is Damon Diamond went out with a chair to hit the Rebel Mike, and he ducked and he hits the Raging Rebel. So
that is just really weird how stuff like that can happen.
that's right. So check it out, promos page, Cowboys from Hell promo about that. Raging Rebel says, one or two choices. You either fight or give me an apology. I believe you're going to get an apology, Raging Rebel, because I don't believe the Phoenix Court really meant for that to happen. Not from what we've seen. So that was pretty much the sum up of February 27th Capital Punishment. The whole show is available at SCWA. MindShockTV.com.
And then from what I saw, it looked like after that match of ESO versus the Phoenix Court, the Phoenix Court's probably going to be going after the ESO for a while.
So, yeah, and Gavin's touching on something there because we have made it official. ESO versus Phoenix Court, March 13th. It was not settled the first time. This is going to be a straight-out wrestling match. So, guys, you're hearing it right here. It's going to be a straight-out wrestling match. Any cheating, any kind of stuff that ain't supposed to happen, boom, it's over. You've lost your chance at any title shot. This will be part of the #1 contender tournament for the tag titles. The Bravados have one more shot. They are going up against the Freedom Defenders March 13th. If they can beat the Freedom Defenders in a non-title match, they will be the #1 contenders. We're going to have the newcomer that debuted, JT Smooth. He's going to team up with Jason Blade versus Eric and Kid Lightning. Then there was a challenge put out by Big Josh Valiant. And at this time, I want you to hear what he had to say.
Coming down here for 3-4 months now, and I'm tired of these petty wins and loses, not really meaning anything. So I'm going to prove how good I am to you people. I'm going to put my mohawk, my most prized possession, on the line. Whatever it is, I don't care if it's Sergeant Long, if it's JT Smooth, or whoever he is. But from now on, Big Valiant's going to start walking tall.
Okay, now that you've heard what Big Josh Valiant's had to say, this is the way this is going to work. I have told him he's got an open challenge to everybody. I want to do a 5-minute match. If he can beat anybody that steps up from SCWA in 5 minutes, then he gets to keep his mohawk. If he don't, they get to shave it off. So stay tuned next week, and let's see if we've got someone who's stepped up for that challenge. And then we're going to have Justin Flash, our new SCWA Mind Shock TV champion, putting the title up against none other than SCWA's rock star, Johnny Roxville.
Which
that definitely
be a good match too.
That might turn out to be epic itself. Then Persephone did not feel like she was done right against Amber in their debut match, and I don't disagree with her. So Persephone has asked us for a rematch, and we have granted it to her. So it will be Amber O'Neil versus Persephone one last time, and we're all interested to see what will happen with that.
And we sure hope to see if Johnny Roxville will come out to that match or will he not. That might just make it to see who wins.
On the Roxville versus Flash? Yeah, we're talking about Roxville coming out to help Amber again. See, you know, that was a big key for Amber, was Roxville.
That's the exact same reason he won last time. If he does it again, she'll probably win again. Yes, guys.
Well, then, and then the main event, one of the biggest main events we've had in SCWA, Iceman Chris Severin puts the heavyweight title up against Consequences Creed. And I definitely think that will be a really good match. So we got a real good card lined up. I want to thank everybody who showed up for February 27th. We did have 184 ticket sales. We had 49 guests to Gavin's birthday party, so we really had a good packed house. So remember, next week, SCWA, Wrestling.com, Mindshock TV, Freedom Defenders versus Simply Perfect. Need to see how that match turned out. I really think everybody needs to see that. And remember, same time, same place, SCWAWrestling.com. Weekly update next week.
And watch it.
Thank you.